Good afternoon on what is a cold, bright and sunny day. It is Tuesday the 17th of January. I'm in the Nook, reading Nook with a nice hot cup of tea. Oh yeah. And a cat who is not ours, who needs a warm body, and a board game to unbox. Now this is Dune Betrayal. And I'm a big fan of Dune as a setting. I enjoyed the film. I actually like the 1984 David Lynch film for all its flaws. And I've read the books more than once, enjoyed the role-playing game and so on. So another board game devoted to Dune, I'm definitely in. So, Dune Betrayal. A game of intrigue, tactics and deception. And my first grumble would be, okay, you can hardly, there's writing, you can hardly read that. But yeah, so anyway, I picked this up in the sale at my local Forbidden Planet, at end of the year sale. I thought I would pick it up, see what it's like. Let's have a look inside. This is from GF9 Games, or Gale Force 9 Games, and they've got the license in general to sort of do all the sort of like the equivalent of the Dune licensed board games. So, are you loyal to the noble House Atreides or a secret agent for the treacherous House Harkonnen? In this game of tactics and deception, you are secret agents amid the sands of Dune. Your goal is to learn the identities of your foes while protecting your nobles. Enact the age of strange new tools and allies to gain power and knowledge. Be clever, practical and convincing. Hide your true nature while learning theirs. In the final rounds of the battle, you must trust your gut. Whose back will you choose to defend and whose will you stab? The fate of Dune will come down to you. Let the adventure unfold in this new classic social deduction game, Dune Betrayal. No, we've had social deduction and betrayal games in print ever since like the appearance of the original kind of Mafia, which became Werewolf, and then probably distilled into the clearest form, which is the Resistance. Game of basically rebels against authorities going on secret missions, infiltrated by a spy for the authorities, and you have to identify who the spy is, but before he can sabotage the missions and thwart the rebel efforts. And then you've got Avalon and whatnot. It's lots of different ones like that. So here we are. We open up. And things like Ultimate Werewolf and so on is another one. And then you have nice, clear, simple presentation of the setup, an explanation of the base game here. You've got an action deck and identity cards. So what you're getting here is 8 identity cards, 24 trade cards, 16 target cards, 30 action cards, 8 reference cards, 1 double-sided scoreboard, and 9 tokens. And these are marked with sigils for Atreides, Harkonnen, all nobles, all fighters, all players. So this is very much a Harkonnen versus Atreides battle. And as you can see here, just the sample card, you've got the actor playing Duke Leto there. So quite a short rule book, amounting to what, 9, actually a bit more than that. Card explanations there as well at the end. So this is actually a scoring example and how to win the game, and then a quick reference on the back. So 12 pages, quite short. And below that we have this. So we've got a double-sided scoring board. One side for the Harkonnen, one side for the Atreides, and the round markers at the bottom there, the progress, and it is double-sided. and then those are the counters. So we've got for the dealer score and assassin markers and the different sigils. And then below that we've got several decks of cards. So we've got a set of action cards, essentially trait cards and so on. You've got, this is the, okay, so you've got, those are the trait cards, target cards. You've got the picture of the Beast of Raban there. And then the identity cards. So we've got Baron Harkonnen himself. And then you've got the reference cards. So we've got this the sigil scoring reference on the front there, and on the back character reference for all the characters are, you know. So you've got, so essentially here it's a game designed for between 4 and 8 players. So yeah, if you're 4 players, it's Duncan Idaho, a trooper, Duke Leto Atreides, Baron Harkonnen. 5 players, you add Gurney Halleck. 6 players, you add a Harkonnen fighter. 7 players, Lady Jessica. 8 players, Beast of Raban. So it's actually quite expansive. Sort of like you need a reasonable size minimum, but it does encompass a larger group. So yes, you've actually got quite a large bundle of cards in here, and it's surprisingly that they are all individually packaged. That's a little bit of a surprise as to what they are. So I'm just going to open up. Let's have a look at the Harkonnen. Sorry, have a look at the identity cards. I don't want to come off. There's a. Just trying to slide these out past the gum on the back of the packet, and it doesn't help that it's cold and my fingers are going, why are you out here? So yeah, you know, so you've got Baron Harkonnen, Beast of Raban, the Harkonnen fighter, 2 of those in fact, Duke Leto, Lady Jessica, Duncan Idaho, and an Atreides fighter. Now, sorry, let's go Gurney Halleck. Yeah, so you've got all those. Just put those back in there, and they do individually, sort of like come individually in this little packet. So that's convenient for you know, storage and so on. Well, some of them do anyway. It's sort of like the larger packs of cards done, which is a little bit odd. Let's have a look at the action cards. They are standard cards, so let's see whether I can get these open. Just use the point of the knife. So you've got sort of typical kind of, sorry, the plastic is quite sticky. You've got typical actions you can undertake. So, you know, straight out of Dune. So Mind Breaker, you've got Charlotte Rampling there as Reverend Mother Gerst Mahayim. Aerial recon, and then he's basically rushing away from the site of the dune, basically from the scene in Dune where they come to the help of the spice miners, Harkonnen probe ship, Fremen secrecy. And then you've got Shani there as Atreides master assassins. You have the Mentat. All New Thoughts for Escape. Again, you know, basically just taking the stills from the film and using them. Sorry, then you've got Dr. Wellington Yue, the supposedly basically utterly loyal doctor. Peter de Vries, Mentat for Harkonnens and so on, and then Wormsign. Basically, any appearance by Paul Atreides himself. He's got more cards of those. Essentially, they replicate in there. So yeah, that is the. This back in. Board game, basically board game. Dune Betrayal. Published by Gale Force 9. So yeah, it'll be an interesting board game to bring to the table, especially if you're a Dune fan, because obviously you can role play this a bit and so on. Anyway, thanks for watching another unboxing the Nook. If you enjoyed this one, please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings the Nook, where you will see me out here with a box or a game which I'll unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.